Hello everybody, it's Mark, aka The Drunk Bunny, back with you again today for another new video. And today, I'm going to be doing a CD update. So the first one I titled a music update. That's because I had other formats other than CD. This one is just going to be a CD update, because it's all CDs. This is everything I have picked up since my last one, which was in, I believe, the end of August. And it is today, November 14th, so it's been quite a while. I have picked up other things music related since then, a few vinyl records, and I believe one CD that I went over in a different video. Those will not be in this one. Go check out some of my other videos related to music for that stuff. So every vinyl record I've picked up since then sorry, excuse me, since then has been shown off in a separate video. So this is just the CDs. I have 7 CDs here. I believe one of them I got way back in September, and then one of them I just got in the mail today. So it's been quite a while. So I'm going to go through every single one of these and show you the packaging and stuff. So the first one, you probably already saw it there. May surprise some people. If you followed my channel, you may or may not be surprised by that, because my music taste is primarily punk rock, classic rock, alternative, yeah, stuff like that. Even some metal as well. My favorite genre of stuff is like 90s punk rock. But this is a band I do like, and I have explained that in previous videos. It is Maroon 5's new album, Red Pill Blues. I have explained before, I got into Maroon 5. This was the first band I fell in love with back in my freshman year of high school. I've listened to these guys forever, and even though they are straight up pop music and I don't like pop music anymore, I still like their stuff, just because it was something it's got that nostalgic type feeling for me. One thing I do not like, the cover art of this. It absolutely sucks. It looks like they threw this together in like 2 seconds. They could have used a bit more creativity, but oh well. I know Snapchat's a big thing now. I have Snapchat, I just don't use it very often. I don't like it. It's hard to... in my opinion, it's hard to use. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. So there we go. That's the spine. I don't know how well you can see it. One thing about these like mini LP style packaging is that they're flimsy, and it's really hard to see the spine on them. That's the track listing. Hopefully you could read some of those. There's 10 songs on the regular version, and then it goes to deluxe, which this is the one I pre-ordered it from Target, and it came with 4 additional songs. 2 of them being Don't Wanna Know and Cold, which are the 2 singles they had that were standalone earlier in the past year. Sorry, I had to take care of that. Denim Jacket and Visions are the only 2 new ones on the deluxe version. And Denim Jacket is a really good song, in my opinion. They should have put Denim Jacket on the actual album instead of the 5th song, Bet My Heart, which I think, in my opinion, I don't like at all. That's the only one I don't like at all. There are other songs on here that I don't really like that well. But my favorites are Who I Am, featuring Lunch Money Lewis. Lunch Money Lewis does not need to be on this song. He's on there for 15 seconds, but, you know, I really like the beat of that song. And then What Lovers Do, of course, which is the big single. Best for You, and Lips on You, I believe, are my favorites off of this album. So there's the inside artwork. This is supposed to be a Target exclusive poster thing instead of a booklet. It's got pictures, those are upside down. Again, I hate the cover art, and that's what the poster is of, so not really a something that I love. Oh, this is the same as the inside of the fold out, the gatefold, so. Okay, so that's the full front side here. This is just credits, which is insane. There's all these producers and writers for all these songs. Yeah, there's no lyrics there. It says for lyrics, go to maroon5.com. And then here is the supposed poster, exclusive poster thing, which is just the cover art. Again, I don't like the cover art. I probably will not be hanging that up. So, anyway, that's the booklet / poster thing. And then the CD itself, which is being a pain. There we go. Very plain artwork. Really weird. Kind of wipe that off a little. It got stuck in the thing here, the sleeve. Okay, so that's Maroon 5. The next album, I believe I picked this one up. I think it released in early November, and I picked it up shortly after. Or no, not November, October, I think. Anyway, this is the newest album from the Foo Fighters called Concrete and Gold. It received mixed reviews. I am not a huge Foo Fighters fan. The Foo Fighters is a weird band for me. I like a lot of their songs. I like their hit songs for sure. But there's nothing that special about them, in my opinion. I understand people love this band. I don't understand the appeal. To me, it just sounds like, you know, alternative rock. It's kind of generic, in my opinion. I might get hate for that, but that's just my opinion, you know. I understand if you love this band. Dave Grohl's a really cool guy. Definitely one of the coolest rock stars, I would say. Yeah. I love the singles from this album, though. Run and The Sky's a Neighborhood are by far the two best songs on the album. I feel like the rest of the album is kind of forgettable. There's the inside of the gatefold there. CD art, very plain. And the booklet. Dave Grohl track list. It's got illustrations like this of all the band members and some lyrics. Yeah, those are actually lyrics. You can't read them, I'm sure. But yeah, there's nothing I dislike about the Foo Fighters. It's just, there's nothing about them that makes me think, oh, they're amazing and I have to listen to more of them, you know. Anyway, this is the first Foo Fighters album in my collection. I do want to get the rest of their stuff, because I do like them, like I said. Just don't love them. Alright, next album. This one is a throwback. This one I bought back in September, and it's also the oldest album that I have here. This is Black Sabbath's self-titled album. For many, this is the album that started the whole metal genre. So definitely an impactful album for sure. It's an absolute classic. One thing that confuses me, and maybe Black Sabbath fans could let me know, there's only 5 tracks listed here. This album, I believe, is well over 30 minutes. I'm not exactly sure how long it is. I don't understand why they broke up. If you can see here, there's little slash marks in the tracks, kind of almost like it's breaking up into different sections. I don't quite understand why they're not just separate tracks. If that makes any sense. I don't know if I'm explaining that very well. Anyway, that's just a small thing. I really like this album, and I'm a big Black Sabbath fan in general. Wish I could have been able to see them but of course they have retired now. They just had their final tour. We'll see if that's actually a final tour, but anyway, pretty plain disc art there. It looks kind of like just a classic music label, and the art on the inside. I believe this is a re-release from 2016. I think they re-released all of the Black Sabbath albums. I do believe this is just a write-up about the band. These aren't lyrics or anything. And maybe about the album, so. Again, classic album that I needed to have in my collection. I'm not a huge metal fan, but I do enjoy it, for sure. And anybody who vaguely likes metal needs to have that album. Want to get some more Black Sabbath albums. Alright, this one I am super excited about. This is one of my favorite bands. It's their newest album. This is Against Me, Shapeshift With Me, from 2016. I actually forgot to tell you the record labels for all of those. This is Total Trouble Records for this one. Black Sabbath is on Warner Brothers. RCA for the Foo Fighters, and Maroon 5 is on 222 Records, which is their own independent label, and also Interscope. So, anyway, I like to tell you guys the record label and the years. So yeah, this is the newest album from Against Me, which has quickly became one of my favorite bands. They're a punk rock band from Florida. I actually got to see them live when I went to see Green Day back in March. They toured with Green Day on part of their U.S. tour, the arena tour. So it was a really great show, and ever since that show, I really got into these guys and girls, because of course their front woman, Laura Jane Grace, who has received a lot of headlines because she came out as a transgender woman a few years back. Yeah. And their album Transgender Dysphoria Blues is my favorite of theirs by far, and it has my favorite song of theirs, which is Black Me Out. But this one has a lot of great songs as well. 1203 is one of my favorites. Crash, 333, Haunting Haunted Haunts. Rebecca is definitely my favorite on this album. I love that song, and that song has so much energy when they play it live. And then All This and More, which is the final song on the album, is another one of my favorites. So the artwork is rather plain, as it is with a lot of Against Me's releases. And in terms of their CD albums, I really haven't had an Against Me album that had like a well-detailed booklet or anything. Let's see. Booklet's kind of hard to get out. So this is it here. So that's that tiny little picture there, and then it's just lyrics, and that's it. So yeah, like I said, plain on the inside, but that's not a big deal because this is just a great album. Artwork is always cool, but it's secondary to the music, of course. And I do really like the album cover. So that's Against Me. Okay. Next album on here is the one I just got today. This is We Need Medicine by the Fratellis. If you don't know who the Fratellis are, I did post a review of their new track on my channel a little while back, so go check that out. The Fratellis are a Scottish rock band. Some people say they're indie rock. I would just say rock, just in general. They don't really sound that much like indie to me. But anyway, I first heard of them because their song Chelsea Dagger is used as the goal song for the Chicago Blackhawks, which is my favorite hockey team. And I listened to that song, of course. I really like that song, and then I started listening to more of their stuff, and I really really liked it. Their most popular song is by far Chelsea Dagger. They don't. Their album from 2006, Costello Music, which I do not own. I need to. This is the first album of theirs I own in my collection. But that one had a lot of popular songs, so you might recognize some of them. You might just not know the band name. These guys are super underrated, in my opinion. Their newest stuff has like 20,000 views on YouTube. Like, that's super, super low for, in my opinion, such a great band. I really like the artwork on this album. This is from 2013 on Cooking Vinyl Records. So yeah, that's the artwork. And the track list on the back there. Don't know how well you can read it. My favorite songs are Halloween Blues, Whiskey Saga, Shotgun Shoes, This Is Not the End of the World, and We Need Medicine. Oh, also, Rock and Roll Will Break Your Heart. Really love that song. I love a lot of these songs on this album. So this is the inside art, which is interesting. It's a big fold out. There's the CD. And the booklet, which is very much like a comic book. It's got, these are all lyrics in these little bubbles. So, the Fratellis, definitely check these guys out. I absolutely love their music. I pre-ordered their new album, and I'm gonna get it. They have bundles, and I'm gonna get the one with the limited edition vinyl, cassette tape, CD, and it comes with a limited edition print that is hand signed by the band. That is just so cool. You never see anything like that. So yeah, I really, really love these guys, and I highly recommend them. So, we have two left. These are both by the same band, a band that is quickly becoming one of my favorites, also a band that is super popular, so many of you are familiar with them. Without further ado, first one here is OK Computer by Radiohead. Radiohead is a band that, in my opinion, you need to listen to their stuff multiple times to really understand it and appreciate it for what it is. On surface level, I thought this band was kind of boring. I listened to some of their songs, and, you know, I'm used to fast, aggressive punk rock music, and Radiohead is not that. They are not fast, they are not aggressive, they are more artsy. They have much softer melodies, and I didn't appreciate them at first, but the more I listen to them, the more I'm like, this is really good. And OK Computer has quickly become one of my favorite albums of all time. It's definitely my favorite Radiohead album. Finally have this in the collection. I'm very excited about that. That's upside down. Anyway, there you go. And sorry about the glare. It's the track list. Airbag is one of my favorite Radiohead songs. Paranoid Android, I think, is, in my opinion, their best song. There might be some people who disagree with that, but that song's brilliant. Exit Music for a Film. I mean, just go down the list. Not a bad song on the album at all. No Surprises, Electioneering, which is one of their harder, more aggressive moments. Yeah, Lucky and the Tourist rounds out this album. 1997 on Capitol Records. I do not have the version on Parlophone. Parlophone, I believe, is distributed the UK releases. So, CD here is very plain. Got a little Radiohead symbol and the Capitol Records and some info. And it's been, I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of been through a bit. I bought this used on eBay. You can't really see, but anyway, it's got some scratches, but it does play fine. So, and really, I have this album saved on Spotify, so I can play it whenever I want. So I don't listen to the CD all that often. It was really just about putting it in my collection because it is one of my favorite albums. Some of the artwork. Yeah, these are lyrics. Some of these lyrics are hard to follow, kind of where they change songs. And some of them are printed on the side, and then they're printed normal like that. Radiohead's booklets are always interesting. They have all kinds of strange artwork that I don't really understand, but it's cool. More lyrics. I don't know if I've actually gone through this booklet before because it doesn't look familiar. There's some artwork here. Radiohead's definitely on the list of bands that I need to see live. I know their shows are really expensive, but I have got to find a way to see them sometime soon. Okay, so that's OK Computer by Radiohead. And the next one is Hail to the Thief by Radiohead. This is the special edition. This is from 2003, also on Capitol Records. Now, there are all kinds of special editions of this album. I'm not exactly sure what is the difference with all of them. But this is one that I found for a really good price. It was less than $5, I think. So there's a track list there. I'm sure that's hard to read. Some more artwork. What's interesting is there are different titles for each song. So like 2 + 2 = 5 is also called the lukewarm, or the lukewarm or lukewarm. I can't tell. It's really small print on here. But you open it up, and the CD is in here, in this little pouch. It says, yeah, the lukewarm. And then Sit Down, Stand Up is also called Snakes and Ladders. I don't understand the significance of all of that, but, yeah. This CD's in much better shape. There's the artwork on the CD. Okay. And this part opens up here. So it says, yeah, non-alphabetical index. So this is lyrics. But the titles for the songs are the alternate titles. This one says the lukewarm. That's 2 + 2 = 5. So I don't quite understand it, but these are just lyrics here. There are 7 pages worth of lyrics for the album right here. And then this thing is going to be very hard to show because it's actually attached to the book, so I can't like get it separate. This would be really cool to hang up if I could figure out how to get it unattached from the book without breaking it. But yeah, this is, I believe they called it a map. It's basically like a big poster. Again, that's probably the best I can show you without like messing it up. There, maybe you can see the bottom sort of. Anyway, yeah, it's got the same style of art. And someone actually said, or I don't know where I read it, some of the lyrics to "Burn the Witch," which is off their most recent album, can be found in the cover art of this album, or in the artwork of this album. So this is really interesting. I don't really know exactly what's going on with all of this, but it's a really cool release, and it just folds up just like that into this small little thing. So that's really cool. Hail to the Thief by Radiohead, the final album. So there we go. All of those 7 CDs that I have picked up in the past few months. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comment section below. Leave me a like if you enjoyed. And hit that subscribe button down below for more videos in the future to stay tuned. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Again, have an awesome day. Bye.